Have you heard that term? A brain drain? Mm-hmm. No, 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 no. It's got nothing to do with Sweeney Todd. Draining your brain into a jar. Some kind of conserve or sauce for the pies. No, no, no. You see, it's when people with big brains and high foreheads decide to leave a country. And it's happening as we speak. People with those big brains and high foreheads are leaving the United States for Canada. And do you know what? It feels like deja vu to me. Deja vu, it does, yeah. Because back in 2016, a whole load of numpties put a cross in the wrong box. That they did. Yes, they put the cross in the wrong box. And they voted to leave the European Union. Yeah, it's a 50%. Oh, anyway, it's a long time ago now. But ever since, there has been a brain drain, and it's still happening today. That is, yes. Moving, yeah. The brains are, that is, you know. It's like a convoy to the European Union. And then you got your own little convoy from the United States to Canada, where the grass is actually greener on the other side, and you got all these lovely trees, and they're going to be cut down by Donald Trump. Yeah, that's great. Okay, you got your forest fires. I know. That's very sad. But you see, smart, okay, in the brain, and also fairly well dressed that they okay, are leaving the United States for Canada. And why is that? Well, it's because Donald Trump, the US President Donald Trump, God, he makes me so freaking angry. He's when I kill him. I can't know. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? I do apologise. Anyway, old Donny, the US President. Oh, don't we love him? Yes, the US President. President. That he is, yes. Alongside there's all this other little fucking idiot. You've got Tweedledum and Tweedledee and Ludwig and what his name is, another guy. He looks like, what's that going on there? Oh, crikey. Besant or something, you know. And then there's a crikey, blooming hell. You got Dummer, J.D. Vance. You don't stand a hope now. Your country's doomed. The United States is doomed. It won't be long for the 90 deals and 90 days will be coming to an end, and you have your 90. Well, there isn't any, is there? Actually, no. It's not penciled in a few. That's about it. You know, even the deals they have struck, they're going back on already with the United Kingdom. Because of Tartar Steel, you see, the whole thing is, well, it's a crock of shit. Let's just say it as it is. It's a crock of shit. It's mouldy cheese. Not nice blue mouldy cheese. No. Not Roquefort or something like that. Mouldy cheap cheese. Cheap cheese. No. It's just really nasty. Oh, it's like that French cheese with the maggots in it. Yeah, don't. I've had that once. It's nasty. Don't do it. They wiggle. Anyway. What happens when you're fast? You have to try everything, don't you? But there you go. I don't recommend it. That and those omelette sausage things, you know, it's got full of tripe. No. I'd rather have a Sweeney Todd's a conserve of a brain drain. That I would. But you see, people with brains, professors. Yes, professors who are already trained. They've already got all the qualifications. The money's been spent on them already. Are deciding to leave the United States. And it's no wonder why, really. Let's be honest. Donald Trump is literally doing everything he can to hurt universities and colleges everywhere. All the ways that Trump administration is going after colleges and universities. He's been doing this for some while, hasn't he? Yes. Federal judge has stepped in again. It's just one court case after another. Then he totally ignores it. Then, oh, blimey, then other courts get involved. And it's just a complete and utter mess. Delay. It all takes time. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is just carrying on, doing what he's doing. No, he is a disaster. Let's be honest. Because if it isn't bad enough attacking the universities directly, such as Harvard, what about the fact that foreign students coming to the United States, well, they've been told to get out. They've also paused the visas for these students, foreign students. And now they want to see all your social media. You know, like Grinder. Yeah, well, that's it's still social media, isn't it? Did you want to see that one as well? Oh, I'm a happily married man, mate, with 6 kids, so you won't find me on there. No, it's not my thing. Ooh, well, I'm not that social. so, so what the fuck am I talking about? What the bloody hell? I do apologise, that I do. It's been a very, very hot day and it's gone to my brain. Yes, it's drained it, that it has. So, we've been canoeing or kayaking today that I have in the hot, in the heat. Yes, that's probably why I look a bit. Am I brown or am I just burnt? Probably a bit of both. Anyway, it's been very hot. Yes. And we've got, 42 degrees Celsius this next week. Yeah, lovely. Well, so the Trump administration, they can't help themselves. They're doing everything they can to get rid of all the clever people, and that's what they want. Now, so George Carlin, who said that they wanted to be just enough education to be able to function the machines and just a bit of common sense there and there. That's all they want you to be able to do, fix the cars and all that stuff. But anything more than that, no. That means you might rebel against the administration. They don't want that. They're happy to have all the fickos. I do apologise to all the fickos, okay? I come under the same category, all right? I do. So, let's get back to this article here, which I flashed. I did, yeah. I flashed it. Oh, there they are. There's a pair of smart individuals. Brian Rathburn and Nina Simone. No, Nina Shrivavajan. I can't say that. Srinavasan. Can you say? I can't pronounce that. Anyway, let's call it Nina. Anyway, Nina and Brian have decided to leave the United States. Now, there's a good reason why they decided themselves why they're leaving the United States. It's because they specialise in something that is going on in the United States. And if that'd be funny, they'd probably end up getting arrested. Yeah, they specialise in fascism. Yes, they're professors of fascism. They'll get locked up and they'll throw away the key that they will. So. Oh, anyway, the United States' loss is Canada's gain. And by the way, elbows up. So, a year ago, when Timothy Snyder and his wife, Marcy Shaw, both prominent Yale historians, moved to Canada after being recruited to the University of Toronto, they thought it would be fun adventure. Said, I was trying to have a positive midlife crisis, said Professor Snyder. A positive, yes. Old Tim Snyder wanted a positive midlife crisis. Why can't you just get a fucking tattoo or something? Like a pair of W's, one on each butt cheek, so when you bend over it goes, oh wow. And a convertible, maybe. I don't know. No. By the time they had settled into their new home, their mood in the progressive academic circles just fed them back in New Haven. Is that Connecticut? Anyway, was rapidly darkening after the election of Donald J. Trump. Initials FDT. Anyway, this was back in November. Now, the Trump administration has put US colleges in his crosshairs, you see, because colleges and universities stand for everything that Donald Trump is not. Yes, brainy. Donald Trump is not brainy. He's a reactive numbskull, that he is. Well, so Professors Snyder and Shaw, along with Jason Stanley, a Yale philosophy professor who also moved to Toronto, have in recent months become outspoken about the Trump administration, saying they're a crock of shit. And they published a widely shared New York Times video opinion piece titled, We Study Fascism and We're Leaving the United States for Canada. Now, the University of Toronto's Monk School of Global Affairs and Public Policy, they joined Brian Rathburn and Anina Rathburn. I can't say that way. Anyway, Brian Rathburn and Nina Rathburn. Rathburn? Anyway, international relations professors who made a similar move last year from the University of Southern California. Now, these hirings offer early signs that at least some academic talent is moving away from American schools, with Canada emerging as a notable destination. And you know what? They're not just going to Canada. They're also going to the European Union member states. One of them would be France, Germany. You see, there's a lot going on in the EU at the moment. And that is actually thanks to Donald Trump. He's pushing us to be a bit more, how to put it, insular. Yes. And almost to the point of being anti-United States. And I don't want to be anti-United States because there's a lot of really good people there. Still, they are there. You see it with the protests and what have you. The No Kings protests. Good people. They stand for something. Donald Trump stands for... Let me think about it a minute. Oh, yeah, Donald Trump. There's no two ways about it. He don't care about his family. They are just like... how to put it? They're trophies for Donald Trump. Trophies. Like a little Ivanka Trump. I want to hamper Trump. Yeah, that one. Because he pretty much said that, didn't he? That he wanted. I'd date her if I want my daughter. What a creepy thing to say. Who says things like that? Who says things like, I don't know, I want to grab her by the pussy? Crikey, this man is just people voted for him. Don't you realise how numbskulled the people who voted for Donald Trump must be? All those MAGA kind out there. God, it is a disease, isn't it? It's got to be. It's a disease and it's spreading. Unfortunately, it's also spreading to Europe. It's frightening, it is. All those figos, they're everywhere. Crikey, they walk amongst us, they do. I believe, in my heart of hearts, that they should be rounded up and minced into those pies. That they should. Ooh, I'm getting peckish. Now, at the Monk School, we are totally committed to freedom of inquiry, to the independent pursuit of scholarship and academic freedom, they said. And she added that for some coming from the United States now, those core values are of paramount importance, to the point that they've actually packed their bags and left. Now, students, too, are following, or could follow. This past week, the University of Toronto agreed to take in Harvard graduate students who are unable to complete their studies in the United States because of visa restrictions threatened by the Trump administration on foreigners. Now, this is pretty darn cool, all right? Now, this is one of the things I love about Canada. Canada opens its arms to people that are, no matter what nationality you are, they open their arms to people that are in distress. Now, if you're currently going for, doing your studies at Harvard, for instance, and all of a sudden you have to receive an email or a letter or a text or something, so you've got to get out, your visa's been revoked. At least it gives them some way to finish their studies, you know? It seems to me a very humane thing to do. But also, when Donald Trump removed the hotline numbers for, like Samaritan line, for veterans who, suicidal and all that, Canada started advertising their own Samaritan's lines for these people to American citizens. What does that tell you about Canada? I think it speaks 1,000 words, 1,000,000 words, even a lot of words. That's just happy pickly words. Oh, Professor Snyder's departure is probably the most high profile, given his fame outside academia as a best-selling author and sought-after speaker, and celebrated 20th century Eastern Europe historian, and he specialises in the study of Nazism and Stalinism and the authority, and is an authority on Ukraine. Now, he predicted a continuing exodus of academics from the United States. Now, if you let horrible authoritarian who destroys institutions come to power, people are going to leave, he said. Oh, there he is. Yes. And can you blame them? No. But you see, he also added this. His move to Canada was not only about US politics, but it was also about Toronto. I came to Toronto a year ago because of the city and because of the university, because I wanted to teach more students, he said. Sitting on the stage at the University of Toronto's Convocation Hall, a grand 1,700 person capacity auditorium. And that is where he will teach his signature first-year history course starting in January, titled Hitler and Stalin Today. See, this is a reminder of what's been going on. There has been, like I said, a brain drain over the last few months, ever since, really, Donald Trump won the election. Now, this is not good for the United States, is it? You just get left with a whole load of thickos, like you do. Stupid people like me. You're not gonna... Oh, quite you right, Sebastian? It's my dog, by the way. He's got, he isn't well. He's got a bad cough. He's got congestional heart failure, so... My old boy. Yeah, fella. But you'll be right, you'll be right. He also wants a treat. You're right. Oh, dear. Anyway. Now, have you, in the United States, there's a bit of a question for you, right? If you're in the United States, do you know anybody that has left the United States, whether they are in education or even in technology and other trades and stuff, because they don't like what is happening? And I don't mean, obviously, the undocumented migrants, what have you, and actually American citizens as well. Come to think about it, that have been deported. I mean, people just got off their own back and said, "Well, no, I don't want to be here anymore. This isn't for me. I'm off." I return back to the home country or somewhere else. Try somewhere else. Let us know in the comments down below, because I do read the comments, but you probably already know. And I do apologise if you can hear the fan in the background, but if you didn't, I would melt into a gooey mess. Okay. It's probably reminiscent of the gooey, slushy mess that is that resides between Donald Trump's butt cheeks, sort of north and south of his old chocolate starfish, if you know what I mean. Oh God, no, nasty, but it is. Well, anyway, well, people, the old like button after that. Oh, dairy me. Oh, anyway, there is a like button. Here it comes. Oh, there you are. That's not a button, though. That's just a video. So anyway, if you want to boot the old like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, little bell notification. You'll get a warm buzz in your pocket every time I upload another video, if YouTube behaves, that is, because they're assholes. Anyway, if they do. And if you want to support the channel, do it on Patreon, or you buy us coffee or memberships and stuff like that. Oh, I'm losing my blinking mind. I am. I suppose it happens, don't it? But, speak the truth. Speak the truth, all right? And shame the devil. That's what you do. Speak the truth and shame the devil. You know the devil is, don't you? It's Donald Trump. That it is. Toodaloo. Don't forget, comment down below.